Right then, Dylan, 44 on the last paper 2, which we were all disappointed with. So let's see whether you've given it a better shot this time. Right, with this, because it's money and it's on a calculator, the calculator doesn't know it's money, so it doesn't add that 0 on, but you should add it on. You don't get penalised though, just checking. So that's good, great start. Full marks on the first page, well done. That's 300 divided by 5, not what you've written, but the answer is right. So 1 square is that, 2 boxes is that. So your maths, I can't fault, but what we're looking for the words is for you to say total weight of the cubes, or cubes without the box, is that, take away that. There are 5 cubes, so divide by 5 to give 60, which gives you that. So you aren't telling me what your processes are, what each stage is giving you. So you won't get the communication marks for that. 57 is fine. 6 for the page. That's good. Radius chord, and that's lovely. 2, 4, 6 for that page. Good, well done. 2, 3, 2, 17 and a half, 3 and a half. Well done. That's good. Now this, remember, you're on a calculator allowed paper, so that isn't something that you have to do using pencil and paper methods. On your calculator, you've got a fraction button. It's this one here. So you press that and you do 5/6, take away another fraction, 1/3 equals a half. So it's a paper 2, anything to do with fractions, decimals and percentages, you can use your calculator, make your calculator do the work. So you haven't got 5 there, you've got 3 there, because you didn't do that one. So 8 for that page. Again, I did show you how to do these before the test started. You can type that on your calculator exactly as you see it. The only thing you need to be aware is that that is a take away, whereas that is a minus, because that's saying is -4. So when you type that into your calculator, it would be 3, take away, open bracket, minus, the minus button is the one there, 4, close bracket, plus -6, close bracket, equals 1. So you let your calculator do the work. 5046 is good, and again here you can just type it into your calculator as you see it. So 86%, there's the percent button above the bracket. So you're doing 86% of, means times, that's the only thing you have to remember. So 86% of 58 equals 49. Sorry, it's 87%. I don't know why I got that wrong. So 87% of 58 equals 5046. These are correct with you, but you haven't answered the question because it wants each answer correct to 1 decimal place. So to 1 decimal place, that one is either going to be 1.5 or 1.6, and because the next number is 5 or more, it rounds to 1.6. So you will lose a mark for that one. Add 7. It isn't times 3, it's times -3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus times a minus is a minus. 12 times 3 is 36, minus times a minus is a plus. T times 100, h minus 3, double that is great. Well done. 3, 5 there, 11 for the page. 23, 23. That is what you have to do, but the answer is not 23. Now what you should have done is put equals 272 divided by 8. Then I could see what you've done wrong. So for the 3 marks there, you will get only 1 because I can't see what your total was. 75 kilometers is good. Right, this is something that again I think we did this morning and you missed because you arrived late. So when you're measuring a bearing, what you have to remember is that north always lines up with 0, and when you measure your turn, it always measures in the same way a clock moves. So in the way my pen is turning. So you line up your 0 with that, and 97 degrees then, we go along the outside scale because that's where the 10, 20, 30 is. So 97 degrees takes you to there. So you know the ship is somewhere on that line. Now to know where it is, you need to measure a bearing from this port where it's 342. So again, you line your 0 up with north, and we're still going around again to 342, which is 340, 342 is there. Draw a line from B through there, and where they cross is where X is. So 3, 4, 7 for that page. That's good. That's good, well done. Now, again, this is what we were practicing before you came in this morning, so you need to watch the video to see how to do this and to have a go at it yourself. You have to use these. If they don't see the measuring, you're not going to be able to do the you won't get the marks. So what you need to do to construct a 60-degree angle, first of all, you put your compass on the corner where the angle is and you draw part of a circle. Then you move the point to where the circle crosses the original line, like that, and you find out where the 2 circles cross. That will give you a 60-degree angle. So we practiced this morning or earlier drawing 60-degree angles. We also practiced cutting angles in half. Now to cut an angle in half, you do what we've done there on each of the angles, and then on each of the sides of the angle, and then we go from there out and from there out, and that produces the 30-degree angle. Now yours, you've used a protractor and there's not a problem with that as far as drawing a 30-degree angle, but you haven't constructed it. In order to construct it, in order to get the marks, the examiner is looking for these. And similarly with this one, again is a compass construction. You put the compass point on P, and by eye you open your compass so it's over halfway. It doesn't have to be any particular measure, but it's got to be over halfway. You draw part of a circle and then move the compass without changing its size to the other side, which is Q, and again drawing part of the circle, and then perpendicular bisector is the line you draw through the 2 intersecting parts of those circles. 4th page. That isn't wrong. It isn't something that we've practiced. This is something we practiced this week. If you're not sure about using A as a centre of enlargement, just enlarge it anywhere with a scale factor of 2 and you'll get 2 out of 3. To do what they want you to do, pick a point on the original shape, let's say that one, and work out how far up and across we have to travel to get to it from A. So we have to go up 1 square and across 3. So on the enlargement, we've got to double that journey. So instead of going up 1 across 3, we're going to go up 2 and across 6. That gives you where that point is going to be in the enlargement. Once you've done that, you just enlarge the shape from there. So to go from that corner to that corner, we're going across 2 and down 2. So in the enlargement, we're going to go across 4 and down 4 and join that up, and so on through the shape. Watch how I explain this on the video clip. It is something that you should be able to do. Right, so you're putting a decimal point in, which is confusing things. Okay, it wouldn't be a decimal point, it would be a comma when we're talking about 52,000, but you're better off not writing it in at all because it is confusing. So you want to be doing 52,250, take away that, which does give you that. Then you need to find out what 20% of it is, not 40%, because the first part of it is that. So again, take a look how I talk through that and this on my video solution. And again, we will be practicing questions like this before the calculator paper, because again, that's not the right thing that you've done there. So 44 to beat, 12, 18, 24, 32, 43, 50, 54, 55, 55. This particular year, 57 would have got you a C. So you've got D, you're 2 marks off a grade C. Now there are quite a few questions in there. Even if you'd have just made it to class on time today, you would have been able to do.